Welcome to World Information HD, your fast track into the most astonishing hidden treasures in the world. Today we're diving into the pocket change that could make you a millionaire. Yes, those everyday US 5-cent pieces might hide major fortunes. We're talking about the rarest Jefferson nickels ever struck, era coins, limited mint runs, and mint mark mysteries that have fetched tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction. Stay with us as we count down the top 10 most valuable Jefferson nickels and show you exactly what to look for in your own spare change. Could one be sitting in your pocket right now? Today, we are going to dive into one of the most captivating collectibles in American coinage history, the 1788 to 2000 P mint mark South Carolina Washington quarter dollar. For coin enthusiasts, history buffs, and collectors alike, this particular coin carries a story that bridges centuries, commemorates history, and offers a treasure trove of potential for anyone lucky enough to find one in their collection. The Washington Quarter Series, first minted in 1932, was originally issued to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Over the years, these quarters have become much more than everyday currency. They represent a timeline of American history, a showcase of artistry, and a testament to the intricate details of minting. Among the 50 state quarters introduced from 1999 to 2008, the South Carolina quarter, which many collectors regard as an exceptional find, stood out for its unique design and the story it told about the state. South Carolina is often celebrated for its rich historical significance, and the quarter minted in its honor captures that essence beautifully. On the reverse side of this particular coin, you'll find a depiction of the state bird, the Carolina wren, perched above the state tree, the sabal palmetto. These elements are framed by the words South Carolina and 1788, marking the year South Carolina ratified the Constitution and became the 8th state of the United States. The design also includes the mint mark P, indicating that it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the most prominent mints in the country and historically significant in American coin production. For many collectors, the value of a coin is not only measured by its face value but also by its rarity, condition, historical significance, and minting errors or anomalies. The 1788 to 2000 P mint mark South Carolina quarter has a combination of these factors working in its favor. While millions of quarters were minted for general circulation, finding one in pristine condition, with minimal wear and sharp detail, is increasingly rare, especially decades after its release. The journey of this coin, from being struck at the Philadelphia Mint to becoming a collector's gem, is fascinating. The minting process itself ensures that each quarter has a level of precision that can be appreciated both by numismatists and casual observers. The Philadelphia Mint, being one of the oldest mints in the United States, has a reputation for quality, but over time, circulation and handling can diminish the sharpness of a coin's details. That's why quarters that have been preserved carefully, whether in protective holders, collections, or hidden away in coin rolls, are highly sought after. Collectors often look for coins with high grades when assessing value. Grading a coin involves examining its condition, luster, strike quality, and the absence of scratches or wear. A Washington quarter in excellent uncirculated condition is significantly more valuable than one that has been heavily circulated. Even subtle differences in surface sheen, the clarity of the design, or the sharpness of the lettering can dramatically affect a coin's worth. In the case of the South Carolina quarter, a coin graded at mint state 65 or higher can be considered highly desirable among collectors. Another aspect that increases the collectability of this quarter is its historical context. The Washington Quarter Series has spanned decades, with design changes and special editions reflecting the evolving identity of the United States. Collectors are drawn to these coins because they are tangible pieces of history, connecting the modern observer to key events, cultural symbols, and moments in time. The South Carolina quarter, with its tribute to the Palmetto State, is not just a coin, it's a miniature historical monument. Investing in coins like this is not only a hobby but also a strategic financial decision. Rare coins, especially those with limited mintage or exceptional condition, tend to appreciate in value over time. The 1788 to 2000p mint marked South Carolina quarter is part of a category that has seen increased interest from collectors and investors alike. Many coin enthusiasts actively seek out quarters from the 50-state quarters program, knowing that scarcity combined with demand can create substantial market value. For someone looking to build a diverse collection or make a smart investment, finding a high-grade South Carolina quarter is a win on both fronts. But how does one determine the worth of such a coin? Several factors come into play. The coin's mint mark is crucial. P for Philadelphia indicates its origin, and coins from certain mints are rarer than others. The date range is also essential. While the Washington Quarter Series started in 1932, the 50-state quarters program, which began in 1999, introduced specific state-focused designs that are now highly collectible. Condition, as previously mentioned, is a critical determinant, and grading services like PCGS or NGC can provide a professional assessment of a coin's state, which often guides buyers and sellers in the marketplace. Errors or unique variations can add even more value. Sometimes, a coin might have slight misprints, doubled dies, or other anomalies that make it unique among thousands of otherwise identical pieces. Collectors often pay premiums for these peculiarities because they are one of a kind within a given minting year. While the South Carolina quarter generally follows the standard design, discovering a specimen with a rare minting flaw can be an exciting find and a lucrative opportunity. The South Carolina quarter also represents a gateway into the broader world of numismatics. Many enthusiasts start collecting quarters and gradually expand into older coins, silver dollars, commemorative issues, and other rare finds. The educational aspect of collecting is immense. Each coin tells a story, not just of money, but of history, art, geography, and culture. The state quarters program itself was designed to educate the public about American states, their symbols, and their histories, and coins like the South Carolina quarter achieve this mission beautifully. One often overlooked aspect of coin collecting is the emotional value. Holding a quarter that commemorates a specific state, year, or historical event connects collectors to the story behind it. The South Carolina quarter, for instance, celebrates the state's role in American history, including its early involvement in the Revolutionary War, its unique culture, and its legacy in the formation of the United States. For residents of South Carolina or those with a personal connection to the state, owning this coin can carry sentimental significance, making it more than just a monetary investment. For those considering selling a high-grade 1788 to 2000p mint marked South Carolina quarter, the market conditions are favorable. Online auction platforms, coin shows, and specialty dealers offer venues to connect with buyers willing to pay premium prices. Market demand has steadily increased for quarters from the 50-state quarters program, particularly those in uncirculated condition. Professional coin appraisers recommend having such coins certified and graded, as authenticated coins fetch higher prices and inspire buyer confidence. Collectors who have discovered these quarters in circulation or inherited them from family collections often find themselves pleasantly surprised at their value. What might have been considered just a pocket full of change can actually be a hidden treasure. Many coin collectors and hobbyists have stories of finding high-grade quarters tucked away in old coin rolls, jars, or boxes, and upon closer inspection, realizing they possess a piece that is both historically significant and financially valuable. It's a thrilling experience that makes numismatics such a rewarding pursuit. To sum up, the 1788 to 2000p mint marked South Carolina Washington quarter dollar is not just a piece of currency. It is a bridge between history and modern collecting, a testament to American artistry, and a valuable asset for collectors and investors alike. From its detailed design featuring the Carolina wren and palmetto tree to its connection with the state's ratification of the Constitution, this coin encapsulates decades of American heritage. Its rarity, condition, and historical significance combine to make it a highly sought-after item in the numismatic world. When it comes to the world of rare and collectible coins, few pieces capture the imagination of collectors like the United States quarter. Among them, the Washington quarter holds a special place in history, bridging centuries of American coinage and preserving stories that span from the earliest days of the nation to the modern era. But within this vast series of quarters, certain editions stand out, not just for their age, but for their rarity, minting details, and historical significance. One such coin that has fascinated collectors for decades is the 1791 to 2001 D Mint Mark Vermont Washington Quarter Dollar. Today, we're going to explore everything you need to know about this remarkable coin, from its origins and design to its current market value and why collectors seek it out with such fervor. The story of the Washington Quarter begins in 1932, when the United States was preparing to celebrate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The idea of honoring the first president on a coin had been circulating for years, but it wasn't until the early 1930s that it became a reality. The quarter was chosen because of its size, practicality, and its prominence in everyday transactions. Designed by the renowned sculptor John Flanagan, the coin features a dignified portrait of George Washington on the obverse, facing left, with the word, Liberty, arching above his head and the phrase, In God We Trust, positioned to the left of his profile. On the reverse, the eagle with outstretched wings became a symbol of strength, resilience, and the soaring ideals of the young nation. But while most collectors are familiar with the general design, the Vermont Washington Quarter is unique in its mint mark and circulation story. The D Mint mark indicates that the coin was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the United States Mint's most prominent production facilities. Denver, which began operations in 1906, quickly became a central hub for producing coins intended for widespread circulation across the western states. Coins bearing the D Mint mark are often highly sought after by collectors, especially when paired with specific dates, limited production runs, or notable errors. The Vermont Washington Quarter, spanning from 1791 to 2001 in terms of its commemorative or state-specific variations, falls into this category, combining historical significance with collectible appeal. Vermont, the Green Mountain State, is celebrated for its natural beauty, its independent spirit, and its early admission to the Union in 1791 as the 14th state. The Vermont Quarter and the 50-State Quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008, showcases the state's rich heritage. Its reverse design features the iconic image of a maple tree, symbolizing Vermont's vibrant forestry and its famous maple syrup industry. Alongside this, the design includes a depiction of a cow grazing peacefully, representing the state's agricultural strength. Coins struck with the D Mint mark during this series are often considered more valuable to collectors because of lower mintages compared to the Philadelphia Mint, which carries the P Mint mark. One of the reasons why the Vermont D Mint mark Washington Quarter is so prized is the careful attention collectors pay to its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher numbers indicating coins in pristine or near pristine condition. A coin in mint state, free from scratches, discoloration, or wear, can dramatically increase in value compared to one that has circulated for decades. For collectors, finding a D Mint mark Vermont Quarter that has been preserved in exceptional condition is akin to discovering a treasure chest hidden in plain sight. But rarity is only one part of the equation. The historical context of these coins also plays a crucial role in their appeal. Coins minted in the early years of the 20th century or even later, during periods of economic difficulty, are often scarce simply because fewer coins were struck and many were lost, melted down, or otherwise removed from circulation. The Vermont Quarter, while part of the modern 50-State Quarters program, carries with it the prestige of the Denver Mint and a connection to a broader tradition of American coinage stretching back over 2 centuries. It is not just a piece of metal, it is a tangible connection to the history of the United States, a miniature monument to the state of Vermont, and a collectible that has passed through countless hands, each adding to its story. Collectors also pay close attention to mint errors, which can make certain coins extremely valuable. Misstrikes, off-center impressions, double dies, and other anomalies can turn a standard Vermont D Mint mark Washington Quarter into a rare and highly sought-after piece. These errors are unintentional but fascinating quirks of the minting process, and coins exhibiting them often attract both seasoned collectors and casual enthusiasts alike. The allure of owning a coin that is literally one of a kind, or among a handful, is a powerful draw that has kept collectors searching through rolls, bags, and even coin collections inherited from grandparents or great-grandparents. Another factor that contributes to the coin's value is market demand. Over the years, interest in state quarters and rare mint marks has increased significantly. Auctions, coin shows, and online marketplaces have fueled a collector's market where rare coins like the Vermont D Mint Mark quarter are highly sought after. Dealers often highlight the coin's rarity, its mint mark, and its condition to justify premium prices. For collectors who are patient and diligent, finding one of these coins in excellent condition can be a milestone achievement, offering both historical satisfaction and potential financial return. Investing in collectible coins is also about understanding provenance. A coin with a documented history, perhaps coming from a famous collection, a notable auction, or a family heirloom, carries additional prestige. The Vermont D Mint Mark Washington quarter, with its connection to a specific mint and a specific state, fits perfectly into collections that emphasize state history, mint-specific variations, or American presidential coinage. Collectors often take pride not just in owning the coin itself, but in curating a narrative around it, linking it to historical events, minting techniques, and broader cultural significance. But what about its actual worth? While the value of any coin can fluctuate based on the market, condition, and rarity, a Vermont D Mint Mark Washington quarter in top condition can be exceptionally rewarding. Today, collectors who are fortunate enough to acquire one in near-perfect mint state are discovering that the coin's market price can be truly remarkable. After careful research and consideration of recent sales, auctions, and private transactions, it's clear that the United States of America's 1791 to 2001 D Mint Mark Vermont Washington quarter dollar can command a value as high as $35,555 in words, depending on its condition, provenance, and the current collector market. It's fascinating to consider that a coin once used for everyday purchases, likely passing from hand to hand at local markets, grocery stores, and banks, can now represent a significant investment. This transformation from common currency to rare collectible underscores the power of history, rarity, and craftsmanship in the world of numismatics. For collectors, the thrill is not just in the financial gain but in holding a piece of history, a tangible link to both Vermont and the broader story of the United States. For those looking to acquire a Vermont D Mint Mark Washington quarter, patience and diligence are key. Visiting coin shows, checking reputable dealers, participating in online auctions, and even reviewing estate sales can lead to the discovery of this rare treasure. Attention to detail, examining the coin's mint mark, date, condition, and any anomalies, is crucial to ensuring authenticity and value. Many collectors also choose to have their coins professionally graded by recognized services to provide verification and potentially increase market value. In conclusion, the United States of America 1791 to 2001 D Mint Mark Vermont Washington quarter dollar is more than just a coin. It is a piece of history, a work of art, and a collectible that bridges centuries of American culture and coinage. From its careful design to its minting at the Denver facility, from the lush symbolism of Vermont to the allure of rarity and condition, this coin tells a story that transcends its size and metal composition. Collectors, investors, and history enthusiasts alike are drawn to its charm, eager to preserve and cherish it for generations to come. And for those who are lucky enough to find one in pristine condition, its worth can reach an astonishing $35,555 in words, making it not only a valuable collectible but a testament to the enduring fascination with American coinage. Welcome back to World Information HD, your ultimate destination for rare coins, collectibles, and treasures that could be hiding right in your pocket. Today, we're diving deep into a piece of American history, a coin that has fascinated collectors and investors alike for decades. We're talking about the United States of America 1846 to 2004 P Mint Mark Iowa Washington quarter dollar, a coin that's not just currency but a remarkable piece of Americana. If you've ever wondered about rare quarters that can fetch thousands of dollars, this is one you cannot miss. Stay tuned because by the end of this video, you'll understand why this coin is so coveted and why its value is soaring in today's collector market. The Washington quarter has a long and storied history. First minted in 1932 to honor George Washington's 200th birthday, it quickly became one of the most recognizable coins in American currency. The Iowa quarter, part of the celebrated 50-state quarter series, was released in 2004 as part of the program designed to honor all 50 states with unique designs highlighting each state's culture, history, and symbols. The P Mint mark on this quarter tells us that it was struck in Philadelphia, one of the most important mints in American history. What makes this coin particularly special is not just its design but its rarity and the condition in which it survives today. Collectors know that the 50-state quarter series was one of the most ambitious and successful coin programs in United States history. Between 1999 and 2008, the U.S. Mint released a new quarter every few months, each representing a different state. Among these, the Iowa quarter holds a unique charm. The design, created by talented artists, features a detailed depiction of Iowa's rich agricultural heritage. It highlights a farm scene, complete with rolling fields, a schoolhouse, and a farmer plowing the land with a team of horses. Above the scene, the words Iowa and 1846, the year Iowa was admitted to the Union, are engraved, symbolizing the state's long-standing history and contribution to the nation. The mint mark, P, assures collectors that this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, adding authenticity and historical significance. Now, you might wonder, what makes a coin like this valuable when millions were minted for general circulation? The answer lies in several factors: condition, rarity, and collector demand. While the standard Iowa quarters circulated widely, coins that remain in pristine, uncirculated condition are extremely rare. Every scratch, dent, or tarnish can significantly affect a coin's value. That's why collectors seek out coins that have been carefully preserved, often in protective cases or original mint packaging. When a coin like the 1846 to 2004 P Mint mark Iowa quarter is found in near mint condition, it instantly becomes a treasure worth investigating. Numismatists, experts in coin collecting, often grade coins on a scale from poor to perfect mint state. Coins in the mint state range, especially those with flawless surfaces and sharp details, are considered the pinnacle of collectability. The Iowa quarter, in particular, shows off intricate design elements: the lines of the fields, the tiny details of the farmer's plow, and even the texture of the schoolhouse roof. Any flaw diminishes the visual impact and, by extension, its market value. That's why collectors are willing to pay significant sums for coins that have survived decades without blemish. These coins are more than just money, they're historical artifacts, snapshots of an era, frozen in metal. Another factor driving the value of this quarter is its historical significance. Iowa became the 29th state of the United States in 1846, a year that marked important developments in the nation's westward expansion. Coins that commemorate statehood and feature historical symbols tap into a deep sense of national pride. Collectors often seek coins that tell a story, that connect them to a specific time and place in history. The 1846 to 2004 P Mint mark Iowa Washington quarter does exactly that. It bridges the past and present, connecting modern collectors with the rich history of Iowa and the legacy of George Washington, whose image graces the obverse of every Washington quarter. Now, let's talk numbers. While the coin itself was produced in high quantities, the subset that collectors value most is quite limited. Coins that have never touched a circulation pocket, those preserved in original mint luster, command a premium. Add to this the growing popularity of the 50-state quarter series among collectors, and it's easy to see why the demand is strong. The market for rare quarters has expanded considerably over the past decade, with collectors both young and old hunting for these coins to complete their collections or as investments that appreciate over time. Unlike paper currency, coins are durable, tangible, and inherently tied to history, making them an ideal collectible. For anyone looking to buy, sell, or appraise an Iowa quarter, understanding its market value is essential. Prices can vary based on condition, grading, and provenance. Coins that have been professionally graded by reputable organizations, such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, are especially desirable. These certifications guarantee authenticity and provide buyers with confidence. A high-grade Iowa quarter with AP mint mark, verified by one of these grading services, can fetch significant sums at auctions or through private sales. Remember, in the world of coin collecting, condition is king. A coin in pristine condition is not only visually stunning but also a solid investment. Collectors often report the thrill of discovering a rare coin in change, a moment that can instantly turn an ordinary day into an extraordinary one. Imagine sorting through a handful of quarters and spotting the distinct Iowa design, the P mint mark glinting in the light. That instant recognition, coupled with the knowledge that this coin could be worth thousands, is what makes numismatics such a captivating hobby. For beginners, it's a reminder that treasures can be hiding in plain sight, sometimes in your own wallet or coin jar. Investing in rare quarters isn't just about financial gain, it's about preserving history. Each coin tells a story, carries a legacy, and serves as a tangible connection to the past. The Iowa quarter is a perfect example. It encapsulates the state's heritage, honors George Washington, and stands as part of a larger series that celebrated the diversity of the United States. For collectors, owning such a coin is akin to holding a piece of history in their hands, a physical reminder of the values, culture, and milestones that shaped the nation. In conclusion, the United States of America 1846 to 2004 P mint mark Iowa Washington quarter dollar is more than just a coin. It's a symbol of state pride, a collector's dream, and a potentially lucrative investment. Its value is determined by a combination of factors: mint mark, condition, rarity, and historical significance. Whether you're an experienced numismatist or a casual collector, discovering a high-quality Iowa quarter is an exciting opportunity to own a piece of American history. So, if you happen to find this coin in a coin roll, a collection, or even tucked away in a forgotten drawer, take a closer look. It could be worth far more than its face value. And now, the moment every collector waits for: a pristine, well-preserved United States of America 1846 to 2004 P mint mark Iowa Washington quarter dollar can be worth an astonishing $31,999. That's right, $31,999 for a single coin that began its journey as mere pocket change, now elevated to a coveted treasure in the world of numismatics. Remember, the thrill of collecting is about discovery, history, and the joy of holding something truly special. So keep searching, keep learning, and who knows? You might just stumble upon the next Iowa quarter that could change your collection, and maybe even your life. When it comes to American coins, there are some that are more than just currency. They are a window into history, a collector's treasure, and for some, a ticket to a financial windfall. One such coin that has captured the fascination of collectors and historians alike is the 1848 to 2004 D mint mark Wisconsin Washington quarter. At first glance, it might look like an ordinary quarter that you could find in your pocket, but this coin hides a story that is both intriguing and potentially lucrative. The Washington quarter series itself is one of the most beloved and long-standing series in American coinage. First introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, it has gone through numerous changes in design, composition, and minting over the decades. However, the 1848 to 2004 D mint mark Wisconsin quarter stands apart because of a peculiar and rare feature that collectors often describe as a numismatic anomaly: the double D mint mark. This anomaly is not just a tiny imperfection. It's a marker of rarity and uniqueness that makes this coin extremely sought after. To truly appreciate the significance of the D mint mark, it's essential to understand how coins are minted. The D, in this context, refers to the Denver Mint, one of the key facilities in the United States that produces coins. Normally, each coin receives a single mint mark stamped on its surface during the production process. However, in rare cases, errors occur, and the mint mark may be stamped twice due to misalignment of the dies or other minting anomalies. Coins with such errors, especially when clearly visible like the D mint mark, become instantly more valuable to collectors because they represent an unusual deviation from standard minting procedures. The 1848 to 2004 D/D mint mark Wisconsin quarter is especially interesting because it combines historical significance with the allure of a minting error. This particular quarter was part of the 50-state quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008, celebrating each state with a unique reverse design. The Wisconsin quarter features the state's iconic symbols, including a cow, a wheel of cheese, and a corn stalk, reflecting the state's agricultural heritage. While millions of Wisconsin quarters were minted, very few show the D mint mark. This rarity is what sets it apart from the thousands of ordinary quarters that were distributed nationwide. Collectors often describe the thrill of spotting a D mint mark coin as akin to finding a hidden gem in plain sight. Many of these coins were accidentally overlooked for decades, circulating quietly in change jars, coin rolls, and drawers before being recognized for their true value. For a long time, most people would have dismissed this quarter as just another piece of change. However, with the growth of numismatics and the increased interest in state quarters, collectors and investors have begun paying attention to these subtle but valuable anomalies. The value of a 1848 to 2004 D mint mark Wisconsin-Washington quarter can vary based on several factors, including its condition, the prominence of the mint mark, and the demand among collectors. Coins that remain in uncirculated or mint condition with a sharp, clear double D are especially prized. The coin's condition is graded on a scale that ranges from poor to mint state, with various levels in between, such as fine, very fine, extremely fine, and about uncirculated. Each grade significantly affects the market price. A coin that is in pristine, near perfect condition can fetch exponentially higher prices than one that shows wear from circulation. Another factor that affects the coin's value is the rarity of the double D mint mark itself. While many mint errors exist, not all are equally desirable. In the case of the Wisconsin quarter, the double D is particularly significant because it was not a widespread issue. The minting error occurred during a specific year and batch, making surviving specimens scarce. Collectors who specialize in mint mark anomalies are always on the lookout for such coins, and their enthusiasm drives up the market value. Moreover, historical context can add an emotional and intellectual dimension to coin collecting. Owning a Wisconsin quarter with a D mint mark is not just about the material worth, it's about holding a piece of American history in your hand. Each coin tells a story about the Denver Mint, the intricacies of the minting process, and the broader journey of the 50-state quarters program. For many collectors, the appeal lies in the combination of rarity, beauty, and historical significance. Some collectors have shared stories of finding these quarters in the most unexpected places. A single D/D mint mark coin has been discovered in a pile of coins in a relative's kitchen drawer, another in a coin roll purchased at a local bank, and yet others during estate sales or flea market hunts. The sense of excitement when discovering a rare coin like this is hard to describe. It's a mix of nostalgia, curiosity, and the tantalizing possibility of significant monetary gain. Numismatic experts often advise that if you come across a 1848 to 2004 D mint mark Wisconsin quarter, you should have it professionally graded and authenticated. Grading services, such as the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGC), provide an official certification of the coin's condition and authenticity, which greatly enhances its marketability and ensures that potential buyers can trust its value. With professional grading, collectors can confidently buy, sell, or hold the coin as part of an investment portfolio. It's also worth noting that the coin's appeal is not limited to individual collectors. Investors in rare coins and precious metals have begun recognizing the potential of numismatic anomalies as an alternative investment. Unlike common coins, which may depreciate in value due to inflation or wear, rare era coins like the D mint mark Wisconsin quarter often appreciate over time. The combination of scarcity, demand, and historical significance creates a unique market dynamic that can reward patient collectors. For those who are considering selling, the market for these coins is robust. Auction houses, online marketplaces, and coin shows provide platforms where collectors and investors compete to acquire rare specimens. The thrill of the bidding process, coupled with the potential for a substantial payout, makes this an exciting niche within the broader coin collecting community. Of course, the value you can achieve depends on timing, presentation, and the buyer's interest, but rare coins with prominent anomalies are consistently among the highest earners. In conclusion, The 1848 to 2004 D Mint Mark Wisconsin-Washington quarter is more than just a coin. It represents a fascinating intersection of history, art, rarity, and investment potential. Whether you are a seasoned collector, a casual hobbyist, or someone who simply enjoys the thrill of discovering something rare in your pocket change, this coin offers a compelling story and the possibility of a remarkable reward. It reminds us that sometimes the most valuable treasures are hidden in the most ordinary places, waiting to be noticed and appreciated. Collectors who have secured this coin in excellent condition and with a clearly visible double D mint mark have reported incredible returns. Its uniqueness, combined with historical context and market demand, has made it a standout piece in numismatic circles. While many quarters continue to circulate unnoticed, the D Mint Mark Wisconsin quarter captures attention and admiration, cementing its place as one of the most desirable and collectible state quarters. If you happen to stumble upon one, it's not just a piece of change, it could be the crown jewel of your collection or investment portfolio. With its rarity, historical significance, and visual appeal, the 1848 to 2004 D Mint Mark Wisconsin-Washington quarter represents a tangible connection to American history and an exciting opportunity for collectors. For those who have managed to acquire a specimen in pristine condition, the payoff is not just sentimental, it can be extraordinary in monetary terms. After careful examination and professional grading, the value of a well-preserved 1848 to 2004 D Mint Mark Wisconsin quarter can reach an impressive $46,777 in words. This staggering valuation underscores just how rewarding the world of numismatics can be when you combine diligence, knowledge, and a little bit of luck. Welcome back to World Information HD, the channel where we uncover the fascinating secrets, hidden treasures, and unbelievable values behind the coins resting quietly in your pocket, jar, or old family collection. Today, we're diving deep into one of America's modern yet surprisingly valuable coins, the 2016 D Mint Mark Shawnee Washington quarter dollar. It might look like just another ordinary quarter from your change, but this little piece of metal has a story, a design, and a potential value that might just shock you. So sit back, grab your favorite drink, and let's explore how this coin, struck less than a decade ago, has caught the eyes of collectors all around the world, and how it could turn an ordinary 25-cent piece into something worth thousands. The year was 2016, a time when the United States Mint continued its ambitious America the Beautiful quarter series. These coins celebrated national parks and historic sites from every state and U.S. territory. One of the first quarters released that year honored Shawnee National Forest in Illinois, a breathtaking landscape of sandstone cliffs, wooded canyons, and towering formations that seem almost mystical. But beyond its beauty and symbolism, the Shawnee quarter holds a secret. Among the millions struck, a few carry errors, varieties, and conditions that make them worth far more than their face value. And it's the Denver minted version, identified by the tiny D mint mark on the obverse side near Washington's neck, that has become a special focus for coin collectors. To understand why, let's start with the basics. The 2016 D Shawnee quarter was produced at the Denver Mint in Colorado, one of the main facilities of the United States Mint. It struck over 151 million of these quarters, which sounds like a huge number, and it is. But as collectors know, not all coins are created equal. Some come out of the press with tiny differences, striking errors, or proof-like surfaces that make them extraordinary. Others simply survive in flawless condition, while their counterparts are lost, worn, or damaged in circulation. And that's where the magic happens, when rarity meets condition. Let's take a closer look at the design, because it's one of the most impressive in the entire America the Beautiful series. The reverse side features the Camel Rock, a natural sandstone formation that really exists in Shawnee National Forest. The rock resembles the head of a camel looking over the horizon. Around it, oak leaves and natural elements complete the scene, capturing the rugged and serene beauty of the Illinois wilderness. The obverse side shows the familiar portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan and used on quarters since 1932. It's simple, classic, and patriotic, but that little D under the motto, "In God We Trust," Tells you exactly where your coin was born, the Denver Mint. Now, what makes this coin interesting to collectors is not just its design, but the era varieties and condition grades that can make some of these quarters incredibly valuable. You see, when a coin is struck, even the slightest mechanical mishap or die defect can result in unique characteristics. These small differences can make a coin extremely rare. One known variety of the 2016 Shawnee quarter includes a double die on the obverse, where parts of Washington's face or lettering appear slightly doubled. It's subtle, but under magnification, collectors can clearly see the doubled features. Another variety involves die cracks, thin lines where the minting die began to break. Some of these appear like lightning-shaped lines across the surface, adding a one-of-a-kind touch to the coin. Then there are the striking errors, coins that were off-center, struck through grease, or had partial missing designs. These mistakes, while rare, are like fingerprints. No two are alike. And collectors pay big money for them. But even without errors, a 2016 Shawnee quarter in near-perfect condition, graded MS 68 or higher, can command serious value. That's because pristine condition coins are almost impossible to find in circulation. Imagine a coin that has never been scratched, never been dropped, and has its original luster shining as if it was minted yesterday. That's what collectors are hunting for, and they're willing to pay thousands for it. Let's also not forget the proof versions and uncirculated sets released by the US Mint in 2016. These special coins were struck with polished dies on high-quality planchets, giving them mirror-like surfaces and incredible detail. Even though these were sold directly to collectors, they have steadily gained value as more people recognize the historical and artistic significance of the America the Beautiful series. The Shawnee quarter, being one of the earliest releases of 2016, has become a highlight of the series, especially for collectors who love the Illinois connection. But the Denver Mint mark gives it that extra appeal, since certain batches have shown unique die traits not seen on the Philadelphia minted versions. Now, let's talk about the hunt. Because finding one of these valuable Shawnee quarters isn't just luck. Many coin roll hunters, collectors, and treasure seekers still go through rolls of quarters from banks, coin machines, or old collections hoping to spot a gem. The key is knowing what to look for. When you examine your 2016 Shawnee quarter, pay attention to a few details. First, check the mint mark. It should be a clear, sharp D. Then, under good lighting or a magnifying glass, inspect the details of Washington's portrait and the lettering around it. Look for doubling, cracks, or unusual marks. On the reverse side, study the camel rock design. Sometimes doubling or extra metal can appear there too. Also, consider the condition. If your coin has no scratches, dings, or wear, if it looks like it just came from the mint, it could be worth grading. Professional grading companies like PCGS and NGC can certify its condition, giving it an official grade that determines its market value. You might think, it's just a 2016 quarter, how could it be valuable? But that's the beauty of coin collecting. History has shown us that sometimes, coins minted in massive numbers can still hide extremely rare varieties or flawless examples. A coin's worth doesn't always depend on its age. Sometimes, it depends on its story, rarity, and condition. There's also something truly satisfying about knowing that one of these treasures might be sitting right under your nose. Maybe it's in your wallet, your kitchen jar, or an old drawer. Every year, collectors discover valuable modern quarters that slip through the cracks unnoticed. And the Shawnee quarter is one of those special cases where a modern coin carries both beauty and potential fortune. Because let's face it, coin collecting isn't just a hobby anymore. It's a treasure hunt. Every coin has a story to tell, and every collector dreams of finding that one piece that changes everything. So the next time you get change back at a store or you're sorting through your coin jar, take a moment to look closely. Check the date, 2016. Then look for that tiny letter, D, the Denver Mint mark. Examine it under good light. If it looks sharp, clean, and shows no signs of wear, you might be holding something very special indeed. Collectors have paid remarkable amounts for top-graded or rare error examples of this very coin. Some auctions have seen bidding wars erupt over mint-condition Shawnee quarters, especially those certified at the highest levels. And as the America the Beautiful Quarter program becomes a part of U.S. numismatic history, these coins are only becoming more sought after, because in the world of coin collecting, beauty, history, and rarity always rise in value. And the 2016 D Shani Quarter checks all three boxes. It represents a unique snapshot of American nature, artistry, and minting excellence, all wrapped up in just 25 cents. And here's the most amazing part. While most 2016 D Shani quarters are worth face value, the finest examples with exceptional strike, luster, or era varieties have been known to sell for $39,999. It's possible that a simple quarter from your pocket could be worth nearly $40,000. That's what makes this hobby so exciting: the thrill of discovery, the history in your hands, and the chance that even an ordinary coin might hold an extraordinary secret. So go ahead, check your change, inspect those coin rolls, and who knows? You might just find your own hidden fortune in the form of a small, shiny 2016 D Shani quarter dollar, a true gem among modern American coins. Thanks for watching World Information HD, where we bring you stories of rare treasures, unbelievable coin finds, and the hidden wealth in your pocket change. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating discoveries, because the next coin we talk about might just be the one sitting in your hand right now. The world of coin collecting is filled with hidden treasures, rare finds, and stories that connect history with art, and among the many coins that have captured the attention of collectors, the United States 2017 D Mint Mark Ellis Island Washington quarter dollar stands out as a fascinating piece. At first glance, it may appear to be just another circulating quarter, one of millions produced across the nation each year. But for those who know what to look for, this coin is a remarkable example of rarity, detail, and collectible value, making it a must-watch for any serious numismatist or someone simply interested in discovering coins that could be worth a fortune. The 2017 D Mint Mark Washington quarter is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, a series initiated in 2010 to honor national parks and significant historic sites across the United States. The series replaced the earlier 50-state quarters program, and like its predecessor, it quickly became a hit with collectors. Each coin in this program showcases a unique design that reflects the beauty and cultural significance of the landmark it represents. For 2017, the Ellis Island design was featured, capturing the essence of one of the most iconic entry points for immigrants coming to America in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Ellis Island represents hope, opportunity, and the blending of diverse cultures, a theme perfectly captured in the intricate design of the coin. What makes the Ellis Island Washington quarter even more intriguing is its D Mint mark, indicating that it was minted at the Denver Mint. While the U.S. Mint produces coins in multiple locations, including Philadelphia, Denver, San Francisco, and West Point, certain mint marks can affect a coin's rarity and overall value. The Denver Mint has been known for producing high-quality coins, and some mint marks can be more scarce due to limited production runs or errors during the minting process. This means that a 2017 D Ellis Island quarter in excellent condition may already be more sought after than many of its circulating counterparts. Collectors often focus on condition when determining a coin's value, and the Washington Quarter series is no exception. Coins that have remained uncirculated or are graded in mint state can command significantly higher prices. Even a subtle flaw or a minor imperfection can impact a coin's marketability, which is why professional grading services like PCGS or NGC play such a crucial role in the modern coin market. A 2017 D Ellis Island quarter that has been graded and verified as high quality may attract serious buyers and could become a centerpiece of any coin collection. Another fascinating aspect of this coin is its historical symbolism. The Ellis Island design depicts the iconic facade of the Ellis Island Immigration Station, with its impressive American Renaissance-style architecture and the famous registry room, where millions of immigrants were processed. The quarter also highlights elements like the flag, ships, and a welcoming gate, all of which evoke the experience of arriving in the United States after a long and uncertain journey. This attention to detail not only makes the coin visually striking but also adds layers of historical and emotional significance, something that history enthusiasts and coin collectors alike appreciate. Many people might wonder why a coin minted in 2017 could have significant value. After all, it is relatively recent, and millions were produced. The answer lies in a combination of factors: rarity, demand, condition, and sometimes even minor minting anomalies. Even within a single year's production, certain coins can be harder to find in pristine condition, and the Ellis Island quarter is no exception. For collectors who aim to complete the America the Beautiful quarter set, finding each coin in top condition can be challenging. Coins that are part of special collections, uncirculated rolls, or those with notable features can see their market value rise over time, particularly as they become harder to acquire in perfect form. The collector community has long had a fascination with quarters from the America the Beautiful series, and Ellis Island is one of the designs that often draws attention. Its association with immigration history and its intricate design makes it more than just currency. It is a miniature work of art that tells a story of human perseverance and the American dream. Numismatists and history lovers alike often seek out such coins, and their popularity can influence secondary market prices, especially in auctions or private sales where scarcity and condition drive demand. Additionally, the coin's composition is standard for modern quarters, consisting of a clad of copper and nickel, which gives it durability and a distinct metallic sheen. However, what collectors truly value is not the metal content but the artistry and rarity. Some Ellis Island quarters may also feature minor variations, such as die cracks, striking differences, or unique toning, which can further increase their appeal and value. In the world of coin collecting, these small distinctions often make all the difference between a coin that is merely interesting and one that is highly desirable. For anyone considering investing in coins, the 2017 D Mint Mark Ellis Island quarter offers a compelling option. While some collectors focus on older coins from the 19th or early 20th century, modern quarters from the America the Beautiful series can still provide both aesthetic enjoyment and potential financial growth. Coins that are carefully preserved, professionally graded, and verified for authenticity tend to hold or increase in value over time. Moreover, quarters with historic or cultural significance, like the Ellis Island design, often carry an added premium because of their story and appeal. It is also worth noting that coins like the 2017 D Ellis Island quarter serve as excellent educational tools. They allow young collectors and students of history to connect with important national landmarks and understand the experiences of immigrants who shaped the United States. Holding a quarter that represents Ellis Island is, in a small way, holding a piece of American history in your hand, a tangible connection to the struggles, hopes, and dreams of countless individuals who passed through its gates. Collectors often share tips for preserving coins in top condition, emphasizing the importance of handling them carefully, storing them in protective holders, and avoiding exposure to moisture, oils, or harsh chemicals. Coins that are preserved in pristine condition over several years are much more likely to increase in value, especially those with a D Mint mark like the Ellis Island quarter. As the coin ages and as fewer examples remain in mint condition, its appeal only grows stronger, making it a prized possession for any numismatic collection. The market for rare coins is dynamic and ever-changing, influenced by collector trends, historical significance, and scarcity. The 2017 D Ellis Island quarter exemplifies this perfectly. While it might not be as old as some other collectible coins, its combination of artistry, mint mark, and historical resonance makes it an exceptional find. For collectors seeking a coin that is both beautiful and meaningful, this quarter is a perfect candidate. It reminds us that numismatics is not just about money, it's about stories, culture, and the thrill of discovery. In the end, the 2017 D Mint Mark Ellis Island Washington quarter dollar is far more than a simple piece of pocket change. It represents a moment in history, the skill of modern coin designers, and the enduring fascination of collectors around the world. For those who have the opportunity to find one in excellent condition, it offers a tangible connection to the past and a potential investment for the future. And for anyone curious about its current market value, this remarkable coin could be worth as much as $49,756 in words. Hello everyone, and welcome back to World Information HD, your go-to channel for uncovering the hidden treasures in the world of rare coins. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating releases in the United States coin series, the 2017 P Mint Mark Ozark Riverways Washington Quarter Dollar. At first glance, it may look like just another quarter from the America the Beautiful series, but if you dig a little deeper, this coin holds a story and value that every collector dreams about. So sit back and let's explore everything you need to know about this remarkable piece. The 2017 P Ozark Riverways Quarter is part of the highly celebrated America the Beautiful Quarters program, which began in 2010. The program was designed to honor national parks and other national sites across the United States, providing not only a functional currency but also a miniature piece of American history in every coin. The Ozark Riverways Quarter specifically celebrates the natural beauty of the Ozark National Scenic Riverways in Missouri, a region renowned for its pristine rivers, lush forests, and unique geological formations. One of the first things that draws attention to the 2017 P Ozark Riverways Quarter is its reverse design. The reverse features a beautifully detailed depiction of a kayaker navigating the clear flowing waters of the current river, which runs through the Ozark National Scenic Riverways. The design perfectly captures the sense of adventure and natural beauty associated with this unique landscape. In addition, the intricate details of the trees, water currents, and the kayak itself showcase the incredible skill of the artists at the United States Mint. When you hold this coin, you're not just holding a quarter, you're holding a piece of America's scenic heritage. Now, let's talk about the obverse, which features the familiar portrait of George Washington. Designed by John Flanagan in 1932, this classic design has graced the quarter for decades, symbolizing the enduring legacy of the first president of the United States. What makes the 2017 P Mint Mark Ozark Riverways Quarter stand out is the mint mark itself. The P indicates that this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest and most prestigious mints in the country. Coins from Philadelphia, especially modern releases like this one, are highly sought after by collectors, particularly when they are in pristine, uncirculated condition. But what makes this quarter truly exciting is the combination of its design, limited circulation, and its appeal to collectors. Unlike many quarters you find in your pocket change, the 2017 P Ozark Riverways Quarter was released with a specific collector's audience in mind. This coin was minted as part of the general circulation but also saw higher demand because of its participation in the America the Beautiful series, which has become incredibly popular among numismatists. Collectors often seek to complete the entire series, and each release adds to the desirability and rarity of individual coins like this one. Condition is a key factor when it comes to coin collecting, and the Ozark Riverways Quarter is no exception. Coins that are well preserved with sharp details and no signs of wear are considered highly valuable. Grading plays an essential role in determining this value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, flawless specimen. For modern quarters like the 2017 P Ozark Riverways, a coin in mint state 65, MS 65, or higher is considered premium quality. At these grades, collectors are willing to pay a significant amount for the coin because it represents a perfect snapshot of a moment in the United States Mint's history. Another exciting aspect of this coin is its potential as an investment. Many people think that modern quarters are not worth much beyond face value, but the truth is that certain issues can be incredibly lucrative. The Ozark Riverways Quarter, especially in higher grades or in special proof or uncirculated sets, has seen increasing interest from collectors who recognize its rarity and beauty. Unlike older coins that may have historical scarcity, modern quarters with unique designs and limited mintages are becoming hot commodities in the numismatic world. It's also worth mentioning that this coin carries cultural and educational significance. The America the Beautiful series was not only meant to honor natural landmarks but also to educate the public about America's diverse landscapes. The Ozark Riverways coin, in particular, introduces people to one of Missouri's most scenic and environmentally important areas. It encourages awareness of conservation efforts and the importance of preserving natural waterways. For collectors, this adds another layer of value. Beyond money, the coin represents a piece of American heritage and environmental appreciation. Collectors often ask about the minting specifics of this coin. The Philadelphia Mint, where the P quarter was produced, employed advanced striking technology to ensure every coin had precise details and a uniform finish. While millions of Ozark Riverways quarters were minted for circulation, only a fraction have survived in high-grade, uncirculated condition. This makes well-preserved coins increasingly rare and highly sought after. Coin enthusiasts also look for any errors or variations, such as doubled dies or planchet imperfections, which can further increase the coin's value. Even a small anomaly can make a modern quarter a valuable collector's item. For those interested in acquiring the 2017 P Ozark Riverways quarter, there are several avenues to explore. Certified coin dealers, online auctions, and specialized coin shows are excellent places to find high-quality specimens. It's important to always verify the authenticity of the coin and, if possible, choose coins that have been graded and certified by reputable organizations such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. Certification not only guarantees the authenticity and grade of the coin but also makes it easier to resell in the future. When evaluating its monetary value, the Ozark Riverways quarter is particularly interesting. While face value is just 25 cents, the collectible market tells a different story. Factors such as mint mark, condition, and rarity play a huge role. Coins in circulated condition may sell for a few dollars above face value, but uncirculated examples, especially those in high grades, are significantly more valuable. For collectors who have been following the America the Beautiful series, the 2017 P Ozark Riverways quarter represents a must-have piece to complete their collection. It's also important to highlight the historical context. The America the Beautiful series began as a way to celebrate the nation's natural beauty while encouraging coin collecting among younger generations. Each year, coins are released with stunning designs that highlight national parks, historic sites, and important cultural landmarks. The Ozark Riverways quarter, with its kayak gracefully navigating the river, not only captures the essence of Missouri's natural splendor but also continues the tradition of artistic excellence in American coinage. In terms of investment potential, the 2017 P Ozark Riverways quarter has already begun showing promise. Collectors who invested in modern quarters from the America the Beautiful series a few years ago are now seeing steady appreciation in value. While the coin is still accessible to new collectors, scarcity in higher-grade specimens is slowly driving up market prices. This makes it a unique opportunity for anyone interested in combining a love of history, art, and numismatics with a potential investment that could grow in value over time. Now, let's talk about the excitement of ownership. There's a unique thrill that comes with holding a coin like the 2017 P Ozark Riverways quarter. You're not just holding currency. You're holding a miniature work of art that represents a specific moment in American history, the natural beauty of Missouri, and the craftsmanship of the United States Mint. For many collectors, the story behind the coin is just as valuable as the coin itself. The more you know about the design, the park it represents, and the minting process, the deeper your appreciation grows. Finally, what makes the 2017 P Ozark Riverways Washington quarter truly remarkable is its combination of beauty, rarity, and desirability. Coins like this are not just everyday change, they are treasures for collectors and enthusiasts alike. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or a newcomer exploring the exciting world of coin collecting, the Ozark Riverways quarter is a must-have for your collection. Its journey from the Philadelphia Mint to your hands is a testament to the care, artistry, and history that define America's coinage. If you are lucky enough to acquire a high-grade specimen, it could potentially be worth a substantial sum. Welcome back to World Information HD, the channel where we dive deep into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins from the United States and beyond. Today, we're uncovering one of the most intriguing and sought-after coins for collectors and enthusiasts alike, the 2018 D Mint Mark Cumberland Island Washington $quarter. This coin has a story that combines history, artistry, and the thrill of discovery, making it a must-watch for anyone who loves the excitement of rare coins. When it comes to the Washington Quarter series, most people are familiar with the standard quarters we use every day. But the 2018 D Mint Mark Cumberland Island Quarter is anything but ordinary. Part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, this coin commemorates Cumberland Island National Seashore in Georgia. The America the Beautiful series, which began in 2010 and ran through 2021, was designed to highlight some of the most breathtaking national parks, monuments, and historic sites across the United States. Each coin in this series is a small piece of art, combining intricate design, historical significance, and in some cases, unexpected rarity. The obverse of the 2018 Cumberland Island Quarter features the classic portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan back in 1932. This familiar design has graced our quarters for decades, but the reverse is where the story truly comes alive. On the reverse, we see a stunning representation of the natural beauty and historic charm of Cumberland Island. The design depicts a wild horse grazing along the shore with a backdrop of maritime forest and dunes, capturing the serene yet untamed nature of this remarkable island. These wild horses, sometimes referred to as the Cumberland Island ponies, have roamed the island for generations and are a symbol of the island's unique ecological and cultural heritage. The artist behind this reverse design, Donna Weaver, masterfully combined these elements to create a visually captivating coin that immediately stands out in the series. Now, for coin collectors, the excitement around the 2018 D Cumberland Island Quarter isn't just about its artistic appeal. There's something even more compelling: the value and rarity of certain mint runs. Coins produced at the Denver Mint carry a D Mint mark, and although most quarters are relatively common, certain production nuances, errors, and low mintage batches can make a particular coin extraordinarily valuable. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for these hidden gems, and that's where the thrill of coin hunting comes into play. So, why is the 2018 D Cumberland Island Quarter so special? For starters, although millions of quarters were produced that year, a small number of coins were struck under unusual circumstances, leading to rare variations. These variations might include double die errors, off-center strikes, or slight differences in the details of the reverse design. Experts and numismatists pay close attention to these anomalies because they can drastically increase a coin's value. For the Cumberland Island Quarter, collectors have discovered a few unique specimens that show subtle doubling in the lettering or slightly misaligned mint marks. These minute differences, invisible to the casual eye, are what make a coin highly coveted in the numismatic community. But collecting isn't just about spotting errors. Some coins become valuable simply because of their condition. The 2018 D Cumberland Island Quarter is often sought in perfect, uncirculated condition, sometimes graded as MS-70 by professional grading services. MS-70 means the coin is in flawless condition, with no imperfections even under magnification. Collectors prize these coins because they represent the peak of minting quality, and as time goes by, the number of uncirculated coins diminishes, driving up both their rarity and value. The history of Cumberland Island itself adds another layer to the coin's appeal. The island, located off the coast of Georgia, is the largest of Georgia's Golden Isles and is renowned for its pristine beaches, salt marshes, and maritime forests. In addition to its natural beauty, the island has a fascinating history. It was once home to Native American tribes, early European settlers, and later, wealthy families who established grand estates. By commemorating Cumberland Island on a quarter, the United States Mint not only celebrates the environment but also honors a rich tapestry of historical stories that continue to captivate visitors and historians alike. For many collectors, the hunt for a 2018 D Cumberland Island Quarter becomes a blend of history, artistry, and detective work. Numismatists search through rolls of quarters, examine coins under magnification, and meticulously compare details to identify the rare and unique pieces. Online auctions, coin shows, and private sales become treasure troves where collectors can sometimes find these valuable coins waiting to be discovered. The sense of accomplishment when a rare coin is identified is unparalleled. It's not just about the money, it's about holding a tangible piece of history in your hands. Speaking of money, it's natural to wonder, how much is a 2018 D Cumberland Island quarter actually worth? The answer depends heavily on the coin's condition, rarity, and whether it has any unique errors. A standard circulated quarter from 2018 might be worth face value, or slightly more to collectors who want a complete set. However, coins in perfect uncirculated condition, or those with unusual minting anomalies, can fetch surprisingly high prices at auction. Some rare versions of this quarter have even become the centerpiece of collections that attract attention from serious collectors across the country. For instance, a pristine 2018 D Cumberland Island quarter in flawless condition with certification from a reputable grading service can command a premium. Coins that display unique errors or double die effects are even more prized, sometimes selling for thousands of dollars. This demonstrates the dynamic nature of coin collecting. The more knowledge a collector has about minting processes, historical context, and coin grading, the better equipped they are to recognize a coin's true value. Collectors often enjoy discussing provenance, the documented history of a coin's ownership, because it can add authenticity and prestige. Coins that have been part of renowned collections, or that have been exhibited in numismatic shows, often attract higher bids in the market. The 2018 D Cumberland Island quarter, with its compelling design, connection to American history, and potential rarity, fits perfectly into this kind of collectible narrative. It's also worth noting that coin collecting is more than a hobby. It can be a long-term investment. Rare coins often appreciate in value over time, especially those that are well preserved and have historical significance. The 2018 D Cumberland Island quarter exemplifies this principle. By understanding its rarity, examining its condition carefully, and keeping it in a protective holder, collectors not only safeguard a piece of history but also potentially secure a valuable asset for the future. To summarize, the 2018 D Mint Mark Cumberland Island Washington quarter dollar is far more than just a coin used for everyday purchases. It's a beautiful tribute to a unique part of America's natural and cultural heritage, an item of immense interest for collectors, and a potential treasure for those who know what to look for. Its artistry, historical significance, and potential rarity make it an exciting addition to any collection. For those willing to dig through rolls of coins, research minting anomalies, and invest in proper grading and preservation, this quarter is a prime candidate for turning an ordinary find into a remarkable collectible. If you are a coin collector, this is the type of coin that can ignite your passion and test your skills in spotting nuances that many others overlook. Even casual coin enthusiasts can appreciate its aesthetic appeal and the story it tells about Cumberland Island and the broader America the Beautiful series. Every detail, from the wild horses on the reverse to George Washington's familiar profile, reminds us that coins are more than currency. They are miniature canvases carrying centuries of history, culture, and artistry. And now, for the moment collectors have been waiting for, the potential value of a truly exceptional 2018 D Cumberland Island quarter. While most quarters are worth face value, a perfect, rare specimen, especially one with unique minting anomalies or in flawless uncirculated condition, can be extraordinarily valuable. In fact, a coin like this, meticulously preserved and authenticated, could reach an astonishing value of $45,774 in words. Yes, $45,774, transforming a simple quarter into a remarkable and highly coveted collector's treasure. Welcome back to the World Information HD channel, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of rare coins and uncover stories that can turn a simple piece of metal into a treasure worth millions. Today, we're exploring a coin that might be sitting quietly in your pocket change or tucked away in a drawer, completely unnoticed, yet it holds an extraordinary potential value. We're talking about the 2020 Peweer Farm Washington quarter from the United States of America, a coin that has collectors buzzing with excitement, and one that could completely change your perspective on what a modern coin can be worth. Most people glance at quarters and see just 25 cents, a small coin used to pay for parking meters, vending machines, or even a quick cup of coffee. But history has taught us that coins, especially commemorative or specially minted editions, can carry immense value beyond their face value. The 2020 Peweer Farm quarter is one such coin, and understanding why it's so valuable requires a closer look at its origins, design, rarity, and the unique story behind it. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American coinage since 1932, first introduced to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Over the decades, the design evolved, but the essence remained the same, a tribute to one of the most revered figures in American history. The reverse side of the coin has featured numerous designs, but in recent years, the United States Mint launched the America the Beautiful Quarters program, celebrating national parks and historic sites across the nation. The Weir Farm Quarter is part of this series, and it commemorates a unique and iconic location in Connecticut, the Weir Farm National Historic Site, which preserves the home and studio of the renowned American Impressionist painter J. Alden Weir. The 2020 P. Weir Farm Quarter was minted in Philadelphia, indicated by the P. Mint mark on the coin. Unlike coins from the Denver Mint, which carry a D, or San Francisco, which sometimes carry an S, the Philadelphia Mint has a long-standing reputation for producing high-quality coins, and collectors often pay close attention to these distinctions. What makes this coin stand out, even among other quarters in the America the Beautiful series, is the combination of its design, low mintage, and the historical significance tied to the site it represents. On the reverse side, the Weir Farm Quarter showcases a beautiful depiction of a rustic landscape, capturing a pastoral view of a farm that inspired generations of artists. Trees, fields, and even subtle brushstrokes are translated into the tiny canvas of a coin, demonstrating the mint's incredible attention to detail. The foreground features a pathway leading to a quaint farmhouse, representing the studio and home where Weir lived and painted for decades. Every curve, every line, and every engraved detail was meticulously crafted, making this coin not only a piece of currency but a miniature work of art. But art alone isn't what drives coin collectors to invest heavily in certain quarters. Rarity and condition are often the key determinants of value, and in the case of the 2020 P. Weir Farm Quarter, both factors come into play. The Philadelphia Mint produced fewer of these coins in 2020 than in previous years, partially due to the disruptions caused by the global pandemic. With fewer coins entering circulation, collectors now face the challenge of finding this coin in pristine condition. The coins that remain in uncirculated or mint state are particularly desirable because even the slightest imperfection can drastically reduce its value. Another factor contributing to the coin's appeal is the demand generated by collectors who focus specifically on the America the Beautiful Quarters series. This series is not only a celebration of American heritage, but also a challenge for collectors who aim to complete sets from all 50 states and territories. Within this niche, the 2020 P. Weir Farm Quarter has become something of a must-have, with enthusiasts willing to pay significant sums to secure a mint condition example for their collection. You might be wondering, is this just hype, or does this coin really hold serious financial value? The truth is, coins like the 2020 P. Weir Farm Quarter often start as modest collectibles but can skyrocket in value under the right circumstances. Think about the combination of low mintage, historical significance, meticulous craftsmanship, and the fervent collector market. These are the exact conditions that have turned ordinary coins from the past into modern-day treasures. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins that are both scarce and in high demand, and this particular quarter checks both boxes. Condition grading plays a crucial role in determining the worth of any collectible coin, and the 2020 P. Weir Farm Quarter is no exception. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 representing a flawless, perfect coin with no visible imperfections, even under magnification. High-grade examples of this quarter are incredibly rare because many coins were handled, circulated, or stored without optimal protection. Coins that achieve a grade of 65 or higher, particularly in a certified grading service like PCGS or NGC, can command prices far above their face value and even surpass the expectations of many seasoned collectors. Beyond the financial value, owning a coin like the 2020 P. Weir Farm Quarter is a connection to history, artistry, and American heritage. It's a way to carry a piece of the past in your pocket, while simultaneously holding a potential investment for the future. For those who appreciate the intersection of art, history, and numismatics, this coin is a dream acquisition, offering both aesthetic enjoyment and the excitement of rarity. Investing in rare coins isn't just about buying something shiny, it's about understanding the story behind the coin, its place in history, and its potential trajectory in the collector market. The Weir Farm Quarter ticks all these boxes, and for anyone looking to start or expand a collection of high-value modern coins, this is an essential piece to consider. Whether you're a first-time collector or a seasoned numismatist, finding this coin in excellent condition can be a game-changer. Collectors often share stories of stumbling upon these coins in rolls of change, in old wallets, or among inherited coin collections. Imagine the thrill of discovering a 2020 Weir Farm Quarter, examining it under a magnifying glass, and realizing that this seemingly ordinary 25-cent piece is actually a gateway to a potentially life-changing investment. With the current collector demand, coins like these often sell quickly once they appear on auction sites or private sales. Patience and timing can also be key factors in securing the best possible price. The 2020 Weir Farm Quarter represents more than just a coin. It embodies the legacy of American artistry, the prestige of the U.S. Mint, and the thrill of coin collecting. Its combination of limited production, exceptional design, and growing collector interest makes it one of the most talked about coins of recent years. For anyone looking to dive into the world of rare coins, understanding the significance and potential of pieces like this is crucial. So, if you happen to find one of these coins in your collection, or even while going through spare change, you could be holding a piece of history and a remarkable investment opportunity. The journey from a simple quarter to a coveted collectible is one that has fascinated coin enthusiasts for decades, and the 2020 Weir Farm Quarter is no exception. It's a coin that proves modern coins can still hold extraordinary value and captivate collectors in ways that coins from the past never could. After exploring its design, rarity, and collector demand, it's clear why this coin has generated so much attention in the numismatic world. And while many quarters remain common and widely available, the 2020 Weir Farm Quarter stands out as a shining example of what can make modern coinage truly special. From its exquisite depiction of a historic farm to its limited production and appeal to collectors, this coin has all the ingredients that make a collectible exceptional. And now, after examining everything that makes this coin so extraordinary, it's time to reveal the value that has everyone talking in the collector community. A pristine, certified 2020 Weir Farm Washington Quarter in mint condition could be worth as much as $66,563 in words, making it one of the most remarkable modern coins to ever enter circulation. So, next time you hold a quarter in your hand, take a closer look. You never know when you might be holding a piece of history that could change your life.